Hello everybody, welcome to the Wonky Angle where I talk about electronic music both new and old. And, Flume Skin Companion EP1. I can sense those dirty looks already. I'm sure people remember my review of Flume Skin and, want my beheading because of it. And, believe me, I can totally understand that reaction. I mean, I'm not super proud of that review. I was kind of taking the piss there. Got absolutely hate mobbed for it. Was totally asking for the hate mob. Though, unfortunately, my thoughts admittedly haven't changed that much. There's still a near inexplicable emotional disconnect with me and Flume's music that I can't really put into words. But the hate mob at least did get one point across that managed to stick with me, and it's that if nothing else, Flume does put a lot of effort into his music, and his style is actually fairly similar to that of Flying Lotus, an artist who I can say I very much do enjoy without any hesitation. Sure, I still hold that Skin gives me personally nothing but headaches and vertigo, but I can at least admit that he put a lot of work into the album, and I can see he's got some good attention to detail. Now, you might be wondering why I thought it would be a good idea to reopen old wounds again in the first place, and that's because I heard this new Skin Companion EP1 and actually thought it was a lot better. Yeah, I mean it. Like, I got way more enjoyment out of these 4 tracks than I did on all 16 of the tracks on the main album combined. I felt like I was kind of able to step back and enjoy Flume for what he was here in a way that I couldn't really on his main albums. I mean, is this EP like an absolute euphoric rush? Well, no. But I'm not going to say completely floored me, but as someone who's never been able to enjoy this guy and has never really been able to fully put into words why, I can at least say after hearing this EP that I feel like I can actually get behind what he was doing here. Like, the first song, Trust, may be somewhat similar to those poppier tracks from Skin, like Never Be Like You and Say It. Which, yeah, I mean, those tracks do still completely rub me the wrong way, but this track had an attention to detail that was much easier for me to pick apart and enjoy. For instance, I like the pianos and the music box samples he used, and even the singer here is much easier on the ears for me. Then there was V, which is certainly my new favorite Flume song to date. Again, the weird instrumentation he sampled, the fluttering synth melodies, the fact that nothing really seemed to smash me in the face. Sure, it's not the kind of thing that's gonna stick in my head, but I'm glad to see Flume actually showing some restraint here. I'm not as won over by Heater, especially the more intense sections of the track that kind of remind me of the unpleasant bumpiness of the main album, but even so, it's more interesting here. I do like the rest of the song. Kind of like how in some parts he kind of sounds like he's imitating water gurgling from a humidifier with some synths in some parts. I thought that was pretty cool. And I think this track is also one of the more memorable ones on here. And the last song, Quirk, I mean, that falsetto-y voice I wasn't sure about at first, but I'm okay with it now. And I do find the layers of synths to be pretty interesting and in a way that's not as headache-inducing as, say, Wall Fuck. So, overall, on one hand, I can't just sit here and forget that Skin or my review of Skin ever happened. I mean, this is Skin Companion EP after all. But I can see some more growth in Flume as a producer. I like the more subtle techniques he's using here, and if he continues in this direction, I might finally actually warm up to this guy. We'll see. Yeah, so overall, this EP was much better than I expected. I think solid 7 out of 10. But of course, this is just my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with it. I do not speak for anyone besides myself. But I suppose I'd still like to hear your thoughts, so I guess leave the comments in the comment thing down there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all for today. See you next time. Please don't kill me.